wanted to point out two things real quick. Today is not a bad day considering. So even though the market is red and the market is doing a correction, we see that GameStop here has gone up since market open. We are now trending over $140, and I think it will continue to go up. But that's just my personal opinion. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. But I'm very happy with GameStop right here. I think this is just a small portion of the way. I have the lowest of expectations. In reality, this thing I think is going to shoot up far beyond what it is today. But these are good signs. The stock was very volatile. If you look back a couple of months ago, this thing is pretty stable now, considering it seems to only be going in one direction. And that's going to attract a lot of fellow and other investors. So GameStop's doing good, especially in this downtime right here. We look at AMC. AMC is at 7.88. Not too bad considering, right? The whole market's down right now. AMC hasn't gone down too much. I'm pretty happy with AMC regardless. I'm down a little bit of money, but I know this is going to be going up soon. These hedge funds are playing games with their short ladder attacks. If you look at the level 2 right here, you're going to see that a lot of trades going back and forth to artificially manipulate the price from hedge fund to hedge fund, ensuring that that price stays low. Because I want you guys to remember, if this stock at the end of the day ends up above 8, 9, 10, 11, there are options that are set for these benchmarks here. Once we cross those thresholds by 4 o'clock on this Friday, you're going to see a lot of options in the money that are going to be due. And we know that hedge funds did not clear their shorts. We know that they did not buy back their shares. So they are paying interest. And that interest will compound and will get greater the less shares that are available. So, a lot of people will say, well, I see a lot of people setting dates. Don't really set dates. Don't say next week. Don't say next month. Don't say next Friday. People ask, when's the squeeze going to be? When's this thing going to go up? You know what? It's going to go up when the interest and the amount that these hedge funds are paying gets to be so big that they cannot afford to pay it anymore. And then they're finally going to have to buy back those shares. So, again, think in the future, right? Don't think for next week. Think next month. Think in 2 months. Think in 3 months. Set an alert on your Yahoo app. But the whole point is you buy on the dips and you hold. You hold until something happens. This is not a very short-term play. Be pleasantly surprised. Think about 2 months out and be pleasantly surprised if something happens sooner. But you can't get dissuaded by these short ladder attacks. You can't get dissuaded by this price being artificially low, because I think this price should be way higher right now. But the hedge funds have their games and have their tricks. If you look at my channel, you're going to see Jim Cramer's video on how hedge funds manipulate and try to dissuade people from buying stocks and try to gear people in the right direction so they can make their money. And don't misunderstand. They will find a way to make their money. So don't get fooled by this. Do not sell. In my opinion, hold, right? That's what I'm doing. So right here, 785. The one thing I want to point out real quick is if you go on Reddit, you're going to see there's a post that somebody put about a fully owned share lending program. So depending on your brokerage, you may or may not be enrolled in a share lending program, which would lend out your shares so that hedge funds may be able to use these to perform these ladder attacks or be able to continue shorting their stock. So I'm going to post a link. I'm not going to read all this out to you guys, but depending on what brokerage you have, we already know that Robinhood makes money by loaning out your margin securities. And it says here, switching to a cash account should prevent this, but if you are on margin, that they may be lending it out to you. I know for E-Trade, I use E-Trade. There's a program you have to enroll in. I am not enrolled in that program. And you have Webull that I didn't know here, but a lot of people do have Webull, and it says Webull loans out your shares. You can opt out. So I just need you guys to go through and look and see if your brokerage firm is, or if you're enrolled in a share lending program. And I personally am going to make sure that I am not enrolled in that program, because I do not want to help hedge funds or other people make money. This is our time to make some money out of these stocks. So if I see anything else that's really important, I'll go ahead and I'll post it. But there's a lot of text here. I'm going to post a link. I suggest that you guys just take a few minutes, read it out so you all understand what's going on, and this will only help us if you are invested in AMC and GME. See you guys.